The benefits of talking slowly really allows you to be relaxed and in control. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Danniell Brown, and I want to say a big thank you to those who have subscribed. I'm seeing the growth and I appreciate it. We are going to be discussing the benefits of talking slowly. I want you to follow along and listen and enjoy, and let me know in the comment section what you think about it. I know I'm talking really fast, but I'm going to share with you as they go along. We are going to be discussing the benefits of talking slowly. Now, I have struggled with this for a long time and I'm still working on it, but so far these are what I was able to get from learning over the years. So the first first benefit of talking slowly is really to have a feeling of control when you're talking. It allows you to be more relaxed, and whilst talking you have a feel of confidence because you're weighing your words, you're understanding what you are saying, and the persons who you're talking with, they're listening and getting a gist of what you're saying. All right, and I find that when you also talk slowly, you can think more about what you're saying in order to execute it, in order to say it, because a lot of persons these days they literally just listen to respond and not listen to understand, and it's going to be a downfall if we continue to do that. When you talk slowly, persons have a sense of emotion. When you talk slowly, people will want to listen to what you have to say because you are pronouncing your words clearly. You are taking your time to explain more what you want to get across, the message that you want to get across, and then you are thinking more about what you are saying. So it's like you're listening to yourself talk while you communicate with somebody else. Let me just say that it depends on the audience that you are referring to, because if you're talking to a crowd, you're presenting to a crowd, you have to know how to speak. You don't just bore the persons, or if you're in church, wear the sayings. You conduct yourself in a manner that they're listening and they're following along, but you're not dragging your words. You're just talking so they can hear what you have to say. The audience may prefer a slow or faster speaking style. This can be affected by their age, demographics, and level of fluency in your language. For example, the context will also affect ideal speaking speed. A 90-minute lecture at an academic conference, you speak slow because you want persons to get what you are saying, right? Versus a 45-minute high-level corporate meeting with 10 presenters, you speak faster because there's no way you're going to be speaking so slow. You're going to take up everybody else's time and that of your time when you are in a corporate setting. So it all depends on where you are and the audience that you're talking to or that you're communicating with. It will determine how fast or how slow you speak. But in general, if you know that you always chew your words and don't pronounce what you have to say clearly, then start from here and speak slow. Just talk really slow, or at the speed that I am talking to you now. There's no need to rush, because the reason why people want you to talk, or the reason why a person asks you to speak, is because you have something to say and they want to hear what you have to say. So there's no reason to rush whatever you have to share. Take your time, say what you have to say, and then do what you have to do. At the end of the day, just ensure that whatever you are saying is as clear and understandable to the persons you are communicating with. The benefits of talking are clear, but how do you do it? Right? It is so clear. Like, the reason why we talk slowly, it's obvious. But how, after all of the information that I've said so far, how do you do this? It is very easy to say you don't know how to talk slowly, but there are 3 ways you can do this. 1, you can do this by taking a deep breath. Just relax, think about what you're saying before you start. Number 2 is time management, because you need to know how long you want to speak for, how long you're expected to speak before you start speaking, or you're going to find yourself talking about every single thing before you get to the point. Number 3 is appreciate silence. Do not get nervous when nothing is being said. Seriously, appreciate the silence. You'll find that you can easily get a point across when there's silence, because maybe your audience will be like, what did she say? Or is using the time to think. But when you're just rushing to say everything and just to fill the silence, then information that you want to transfer to another individual will just be covered, and you don't want that. So proper breathing and breath control. When you are running out of breath but trying to say something, what happens? We talk faster, because we're trying to say a lot of things at once before we just literally get out of breath and just start breathing really fast, right? It's like Jamaicans, they'll talk in patois every single day just because it's quicker to say a lot of things in one sentence rather than talking in standard English to get the message across. So you'll find in a basic supermarket here in Jamaica, persons talking in patois because it is just faster and they are able to say whatever they need to say, right? But you won't find somebody ordering whatever they have on their market list in standard English. I promise you that. So the first remedy is quite simple. Make sure you nourish your lungs with plenty of oxygen. Start from your belly button, you breathe. They say that when you're nervous, you count from 5 to 1 or from 10 to 1 and then take a deep breath. You can slow down or speed up as you wish depending on the sentence and the idea you're expressing. Air gives you options. With too little air in your lungs, it doesn't give you the luxury of talking slowly. So you need to ensure that you are breathing properly. It's like when you're singing, you should be breathing properly. So everything that you do, breathe properly. So the second one is time management. Now, what happens when you are running out of time but you need to get your point across? Yes, you speak faster and you lose some information because you're not thinking about what you're saying anymore. You're just ensuring that just get over, because you're looking at the audience and you're maybe seeing their frustration, they're checking their time, they're just doing what they need to do to get out, but you are just going over time. So that is why you need to manage your time wisely, know how long you should be speaking, know when you're going to start, when you're going to end, and then you set up your points, make your points of what you want to say, and then you say. To speak more slowly, ensure that you have a presentation, but it then boils down to your audience or what you'll be talking about. Alright? But ensure that you plan. That's the essence of what I'm trying to say. Plan what you're doing. Plan. It seems simple, but I'm constantly amazed at how many presenters fail adequately to prepare their speech. The result is a disorganized, rush, or mediocre presentation. You don't want to come off as mediocre. You want to come off as a person who knows what they want to say, somebody with authority, somebody with confidence, and you're going to go out there and make your speech. Once you're in your presentation, stay focused. Do not deviate from what you want to say on script. Do not deviate from your script. Say what you want to say and complete, because persons will have their script, and then gone all over the place. You don't want that. Stay focused. Mentally tick off what you are saying, mentally tick off what was said, mentally, make a note of what you want to say. So at the end of the day, you will feel accomplished. You won't finish the presentation or whatever you're saying and say, me never said that, or oh, I forgot to say that. No, you don't want all of that. So plan ahead. Manage your time wisely when you're doing your presentation. The next tip that I want to share with you is to embrace silence. Now, I barely touched on it earlier, like telling you what I'm going to be talking about, but I'm going to be going in depth with this one like I did the others. Silence is not the opposite of communication, it's an integral part of it. Silence is used in anticipation. It is a strategic part of communication that builds the rhythm, that builds anticipation, that tells your audience to listen because you don't want to miss what's coming next, that tells your audience to think about what was said in order to understand what is coming in the future of the presentation. So you want to ensure that you utilize silence. A lot of persons are not comfortable with silence. You'll be in a room and there is silence. You can enjoy the silence, or you can look at the person next to you and say, hi, my name is so and so, what is your name? And you can build friendships that way, right? But enjoy the silence. You're in a presentation, emphasize what you need to emphasize, ask the question that you need to ask, and then wait for a response. Don't just jump into something else, but ensure that your audience or whoever you're speaking with understand what you are saying. People usually assume that they need to yap constantly to keep the audience attention. Not true. Not true. Injecting silence periodically actually makes the audience more engaged. Or they think that silence makes them seem unprepared or unintelligent. Also untrue. Proper silence shows the self-confidence. Proper silence shows understanding. And proper silence allows your audience to be on the same page as you. Think about it. There's a lot of work that needs to get into speaking slowly, but you have to start from somewhere. And if you're a person who usually speaks really fast or quite fast like myself, you'll understand the benefits of starting somewhere. And this somewhere is 1, take a deep breath. 2, embracing silence. And I'm sure I'm doing this in the correct order. Let's start again. So it's 1, taking a deep breath, relaxing, right? And 2, time management. And 3, embracing silence. All right, so these are the things that you need to start doing or start embracing in order to be on your way to speaking slowly. One thing to remember when you're speaking is when you do it slowly, you will come off as confident, level thinking, relaxed, and knowledgeable. That's right. Remember, Rome was not built in a day. So we have to start somewhere. All right. Okay, so I'm going to use my earphones. This is going to be a conversation because I'm not in a all right, this I'm not in an enclosed area, and I just want to ensure that the audio is as good as it should be. Um so I am going to tell you something based on my experience. Now, I'm usually a fast speaker, and I usually talk really fast when I try to get a lot of things said in a short space of time, right? And sometimes I find that when I'm saying something, the person who I'm saying it to don't always get it. So I have to take my time to ensure that what is being said is being understood. So the first benefit of talking slowly is to speak slow in order to ensure that the person you are talking to can easily understand or benefit from what you're saying. All right. So the second tip, I'm going to probably have to interchange or switch my hands because it will get tired after a few while. So the second tip of talking slowly is for you to get the time to think about what you're saying before you say it out. A lot of times people say things without paying attention to what they're saying, and at the end of the day they will regret what they said to somebody else. So it is best to measure your words before you say it, so you don't regret anything at the end of the day. The third reason or the third benefit of talking slowly is it allows you to articulate your words or your sentences properly. Now, if you have been watching me from the start of my YouTube channel, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. It takes a lot to take time to talk because I am going to be the one ensuring that whatever I'm saying I understand, and whatever that is being said, the person who is listening to me understand. All right. So I have to ensure that I'm thinking about what I'm saying in order for it to make sense to me, and in order for the person who is listening to me I'm in the garden, the front yard garden. So sorry about that. So I have to ensure that the person who is listening to me understand as well. So there's a lot of factors into talking slowly, and I'm going to get right down into it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be dropping my website link in the caption, so feel free. Alright, so let me know in the comment section which one of these tips that you're going to be trying, because I really want to know. I want to know which one you're already doing. If you're already doing it, let me know how is it going for you. If you haven't subscribed, please do so now. Give me a thumbs up and see me in the next video. Bye guys.